My name is Mathieu Beausoleil, and although I'm not a classically trained chef, my passion for cooking and refined palate have earned me great respect in the culinary industry. Join me as I taste my way around the world, one bite at a time. This is Taking a Bite, Ottawa. When I think Ottawa West, I think cool neighborhoods and amazing food. But one of my favorite things to eat here are croissants. Let's check in with Kevin at Artisan Bakery and see what he's mixing up today. Hey Kevin, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh man, it's been a while.
It has been.
You guys are known for amazing pastries, and one of the things I love is a flaky croissant, right?
Oh yeah, ours is flaky, crunchy, makes a mess when you eat it. That's how it should be.
Butter, right?
Yes.
Butter is so important.
Yep.
Why don't you show me the ropes of making croissant?
Sure, yes.
Sound good?
All right, yeah. So we have our dough mixed here and rolled out and ready to go. It's a dough of milk, butter, flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. And then now you're gonna put the butter in here.
The butter.
We're basically gonna make a little package.
Butter is better.
You're gonna put your points over here like this. You're
Okay.
gonna put the square the other way. So it's gonna look like that.
That's better.
Yeah, so you have a little bit of a chance.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then
And
pull
we'll
that
just
off.
take that off. Look at that ratio. It's almost equal ratio of dough and butter. Now that's what makes a flaky croissant.
So we're basically gonna bring all
Fold
the
the corners
dough
over?
into the corners, yeah. 'Cause you're natural. Yeah, this is a very important part because you want your dough to be pretty even on both sides. Yeah, and then we're gonna pinch it to seal it. So from here we're gonna pat it with our rolling pin. The rolling pin will kind of soften the butter again. So when we roll it out, to give it its layers,
Right.
the butter will be soft and pliable.
Okay.
So I just kind of tap
Beat
it.
the croissant dough. Okay, so we're actually just trying to fuse the butter to the dough? Is that what
Yes.
we're doing? And that butter layer was simply butter, right?
Yes, all butter.
Salted or unsalted?
Unsalted. I mean, you can use salted butter in certain
Yeah.
recipes. That where
But
you
it's
want it to be
always
very
better
salty.
to control your salt content
It is.
by yourself and
I
not
agree.
use salted butter. So.
Yes.
Cool.
And then we're gonna put it on the dough sheeter
All right,
here.
I feel like I should probably
Yeah.
slap it too.
I don't know why I do that. I always slap my dough after I do this.
All right, let's get it on the sheeter.
Yeah. The sheeter is amazing because you could use a rolling pin, but the sheeter will make the dough more flaky because it's fast rolls.
Okay.
If you use a rolling pin, you can roll and roll and roll, and
Yeah.
you're just working your dough and working your dough.
And then you're
Or a
working
dough
some
sheeters.
areas more than others. So
Exactly.
this is going to make that consistent shape.
Yes. So
Perfect.
it's fast and it's way more effective with croissant making.
All right.
And again, you want to go slow because if you just put this through those rollers really quick,
Right.
your butter's going to push and it's going to kind of come out here.
Burst out the side.
Yeah, so you want to take your time a little bit. All right, so we're gonna just roll this out about this long. And we're gonna put it back on the table here and give it a threefold. Pull your dough gently, you don't want to break your butter. You gotta remember your butter's all in there.
We're going to be rolling out so many times that there's going to be so many layers of
Yeah.
butter.
Yeah, this recipe we're gonna get 27, so you can see the butter.
All right.
See?
Yeah, look at that.
Like a
eh?
perfect layer.
Look at that. That's actually really, really cool.
Right now, when we roll this out again, we're gonna have 3 layers until
Right.
we give it another.
Okay.
So what's 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah.
We got it.
And then so I only roll this to start twice because if you roll this, we basically do it 3 times, so we end up with 27 layers.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's good. Now we got it.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, you want to fold this one?
Sure.
So you got to kind of eye it out where it's gonna, yeah. And then
So it's okay if we
to
have that?
see,
Those
not
rules?
bad. Jeez, you're natural. You
natural.
are croissant natural. And then so now this dough is gonna
We're at
rest
9 layers.
because if we roll this again on the sheeter, the gluten is too tough right now.
Right.
So we're gonna grab the other dough that's ready. Yeah, thank you, Tristan. So this dough is frozen for about 30 minutes,
Okay.
and it's hard.
Yeah.
Because if this dough starts to rise, your butter in there is gonna break.
So at home though, you could put that in your freezer as well.
Absolutely, and I would because the freezer, like I said, stops fermentation,
Yeah, exactly.
and it also just hardens the dough part, so that when you roll it, it's just gonna be much easier. It's gonna be like you're rolling plasticine almost.
Perfect. So now we're at 9.
So yes,
Right?
so we're gonna
We're at
give
9.
the last fold to end up with 27. The dough's just a little sticky, so I'm gonna put a little flour.
So if the dough gets sticky, add a little bit of flour.
Yes,
As with most baking or pasta, right?
yes, and you don't want to use too much. You never want to just throw.
No.
All right. And
So now, even though it's really cold, it's not going to affect this process?
no. If it was like too cold, like if it was half frozen, then it would be bad.
Right. Timing the dough in the freezer is very key, right?
Very key.
So you want to look for that firmness,
Yes.
but not frozen.
We're gonna roll this to like 2.5 millimeters.
You You can actually kind of see the butter shining through the dough.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You should never see little pieces here and there. Like see it.
It's a nice solid color.
Yeah, we want this to be in and around the 14
inches?
Yeah, because then we want our croissants to be about 7 inches long. So I'm just gonna trim this and we're gonna make beautiful danishes with the bottom part. It's funny because if you're not almost perfect with your croissants, you'll see a huge difference in each of them. It's kind of like pâte à choux. Pâte à choux is the same way, like choux paste.
Oh yes.
All right, so I just follow my points here.
I'm getting excited for croissants.
Just gonna trim this part here off. And all these pieces we mix into the next batch of croissant.
Oh,
so nothing goes to waste. So we're gonna just cut our croissant. And I just wanna weigh one out quick. Let's see here, okay, 90 grams.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right? That's what you guys are going for, 90
we go
grams?
for 90, yeah. Some people go a lot less, but I like to make them a little bigger.
Yep.
We make breakfast sandwiches on these things.
Yeah, I mean, who wants a small croissant, right?
There you go.
All right.
We're gonna roll these. I roll this way, so that's little cut there. I open it up so that your leg's a little longer.
All right.
And then just try to roll it in one shot. I was trained in France and in New York to roll this way. Keep your point always towards you, and just roll in one shot. Don't roll twice. If you want good details and if you want your croissant to be extremely flaky, you don't want to roll again there because see all your layers, you're gonna push them down. Try it out.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, there we go.
This is a piece of art.
That is.
I think your pastry chef would be
gonna,
proud.
Yeah, I think we're gonna label this one. Yes.
Label that one.
I'm gonna take a bite of that tomorrow. And so that little point there, you want it just sticking up a bit because once it proofs and then bakes, it's gonna end up perfectly in the center.
Okay.
So we just put it there. See, it sticks up a bit, and then you just want to gently push on the legs to make sure they stick. Otherwise, again, if you don't do that, they're gonna move all over the place.
Even spacing is very important when you're baking, right?
Yeah.
You don't want your pastries or cookies or whatnot to become one.
So these are going to go in the fridge overnight. And if I was doing this at home, I would spray saran wrap with some non-stick spray and then just cover the croissants so they don't get dry. Keep them in your fridge overnight. The next day, leave the saran wrap on and just leave them in a warm spot until they puff up.
Right.
And then brush egg wash, let it dry, brush again, and bake these around 400 until they're completely browned.
Perfect. Yeah. And then you end up with?
You end up with beautiful croissants.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got some different varieties of things.
Yes.
But look at this, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and you got the nice
shine. Look how
shine.
flaky that is. You can see it crumbling, right, when you pinch it.
Yeah.
That's how flaky it is. And you can see all the little layers here, which is very important.
Very important.
It's so light, too, right? So light.
And now in the chocolate croissant as well, you can really see the layers.
Yeah.
And and it's gonna make a mess, see? That's very important, I find.
That's when you know you're eating a real croissant, right? It's when it makes a mess.
Exactly, it's like you've got all your beautiful layers in there. You can see the butter.
Awesome.
And that's amazing.
That's the chocolatine, right?
Pain au chocolat, yeah.
Pain au chocolat. Kevin, it's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
Thanks again for having us.
Yes.
And
anytime.
If you don't feel like making croissants over a few days at home, I mean, Artisan Bakery makes an amazing croissant, so
thank you.
Cheers to that, man.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
I guess I'm gonna eat one.
I'll eat this one.
That's the one I wanted.
Not trying this.